Hello crocheters, welcome back to Oh Me Oh My Crochet. Today I'll be showing you how to add a surface slip stitch to our heart granny squares, as well as two slip stitch join options. If you want to know how to make the granny square, I've linked our heart granny square tutorial in the description below. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to surface slip stitch around the heart, I'll show you the flat slip stitch join method, and the zigzag slip stitch join method. For the surface slip stitch, you'll want a hook size that is one size smaller than what you used to make your square. I used a 5.5mm hook for my square, so I'll be using a 5mm hook to work the surface slip stitch. You'll start by inserting your hook at the bottom point of your heart. With your yarn at the back of your work, pull up a loop through to the top. Then insert your hook in between the next two stitches. Here's a closer look. So in between the two stitches, you'll see that little bar. That bar is actually the stitch that you worked your border round into. You're going to be inserting your hook above that bar. Grab your yarn from behind, pull up a loop, and pull through the yarn on your hook to complete your slip stitch. Repeat again, insert your hook between the next two stitches, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, and pull through the loop on your hook to complete the next slip stitch. And again in the next stitch. So here are our first three slip stitches. At the back we still have that yarn tail. If it gets a little loose, just tug on it a little bit. And then just continue working these slip stitches around. When working the slip stitches, make sure not to work them too tight. If you find that too difficult, or if you find that your work is puckering, then you may want to go up a hook size. Keep slip stitching around, and we'll do something a little bit different once we get to the top of the heart. Now in this next spot right here, this is actually a stitch that we skipped. You'll go into that stitch and pull up a loop for another slip stitch there. Continue and insert into the next stitch with a slip stitch, and then repeat the same thing. That stitch that we skipped from the heart, insert your hook into that stitch and work a slip stitch there. Then just keep going, working your way in each of those stitches. Now we've made it all the way back to the beginning. You'll insert your hook into that final stitch, work a slip stitch, and then pull up your yarn a little bit. Now I'm going to show you how to finish this off so that it's nice and clean. Simply cut your yarn, pull that yarn tail, not too tight, but pull that yarn tail out. So with your darning needle, you're going to find that very first slip stitch that you made. Insert underneath both of those loops. And pull your yarn, not too tight. We are going to create a stitch here. Then find that last slip stitch you worked, go in between, in the middle, just through that back loop, and pull your yarn through. That creates that last little stitch. Then you can feed your darning needle through to the back. And now the front of our work looks beautiful. So go ahead and weave in your ends, nice and secure, and then you are done with your surface slip stitch. Now I'll show you how to join your squares using the flat slip stitch join. This is one of my favorite ways to join squares because the joining stitch lays flat with your work, and I think it just looks very nice. I'm using a different color yarn to join with and the same hook I used to make the squares, which is a 5.5mm hook. And let's begin the flat slip stitch join. Begin at the bottom chain 2 spaces. You'll attach your yarn in the chain before your first double crochet stitch on both squares, beginning in your right square. Insert your hook in the back loop only, front to back, then find the same stitch on the left square, and insert your hook into the back loop only of the chain before that first double crochet stitch, front to back. Next, make a slip knot. Place it on your hook and pull your yarn through both of the loops on your hook. As you join your squares, make sure your working yarn is always kept at the back of your work. Next, we'll move over to the first double crochet of the right square. When we join, we'll be inserting our hooks into the back loops only. So here is that loop on the right square and then on the left square. This back loop only is what we are going to be working into. Insert your hook into the back loop only of that first double crochet. Then on your left square, insert your hook into the back loop only of the first double crochet. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over your working yarn, pull the loop through the first loop, and then through the other 2 loops to complete the first slip stitch. Find your next stitch on the right square, insert your hook into the back loop only, then in the next stitch of your left square, insert your hook into the back loop only. Grab your working yarn and pull it through all 3 loops on your hook. Find your next stitch on the right square, insert your hook into the back loop only, then in the next stitch of your left square, insert your hook into the back loop only. Grab your working yarn and pull it through all 3 loops on your hook. Find your next stitch on the right square, insert your hook into the back loop only, then in the next stitch of your left square, insert your hook into the back loop only. Grab your working yarn and pull it through all 3 loops on your hook. Continue in this way all the way up to the top of your first 2 squares. Now we have our last double crochet stitches to work into. And we'll end by working into the first chain of the corner. And our first two squares are now attached. Now let's grab the next two squares. We'll be joining these squares the same way we started our first two squares. So find the bottom chain 2 spaces and start by inserting your hook into the second chain on the right side and then the second chain on the left side. Grab your working yarn and pull through all 3 loops. Then you'll just continue working this square the exact same way you worked your first 2 squares. And that is the flat slip stitch join. Now I'll show you the zigzag slip stitch join. This join method adds a little more visual interest to your project. It's a little more raised than the flat slip stitch, but it's not too bulky. I'm using the same hook I used to make the squares, which is a 5.5mm hook. Begin at the bottom chain 2 spaces. First, make a slip knot. Starting with your left square, attach your yarn in the chain before your first double crochet stitch and pull through with a slip stitch. Then find the same stitch on your right square and work a slip stitch. Make sure you keep your yarn behind your work while working this join method. Then find the first double crochet stitch on your left square, insert your hook under both loops of that stitch front to back and slip stitch. Then find the first double crochet stitch on your right square, insert your hook under both loops front to back and slip stitch. Continue with the next stitch on your left square, inserting front to back and slip stitch, and then on your right square, inserting front to back and slip stitch. Find the next stitch on your left square, insert front to back and slip stitch, and then your right square, insert front to back and slip stitch. Here's another view of the same stitch. So working front to back on the left square and then front to back on the right square. Keep doing this until you reach the very end. Now I have my final double crochet stitch on the right side. We'll work that slip stitch there. Then I'll work in the first chain on my left square and the first chain on my right square. And that completes joining the first 2 squares together. Now to join the next 2 squares, we ended our last one on the right square, so we'll begin the next one on the left square. So find that chain before your first double crochet and work a slip stitch. and then find the chain before the first double crochet on the right square and work a slip stitch. Then you'll continue working this zigzag slip stitch join the same way you did with the first two squares, working the left square and then the right square back and forth with slip stitches. And that is the zigzag slip stitch join. This concludes this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on social media. Bye!